hour. We're having fun at Candy's Kitchen. Candy is our neighbor and friend, and we're happy to work with you and have you share your wonderful skills and talents with us.
Thank you. Welcome to my home. I'm glad you could come. Today we are going to can some homemade pizza sauce.
Yeah, let's do it.
As you can
So
see,
you bring the water up to boiling.
Bring the
first,
water
right?
up to boiling. You make an X on the bottom of your tomatoes.
So when the skins break, right?
And you can see how they've peeled here. That means they're done. And you can put them in a sink. I would suggest, I have a big farmhouse kitchen sink. And you run cold water over them. A lot of people will put them in bowls with ice water if you don't have room in your kitchen. But I have plenty of room.
I noticed you didn't cut the top off there, Candy, at the begining. Don't bother with that, or?
I will core it when I finish peeling them.
Oh, okay.
So I do it all in one.
All right. They smell yummy.
And I will core these.
Kids love doing this. My kids love blanching anything. Peaches,
And
tomatoes.
see how it peels right off. That's
Yeah.
what you want. It just peels straight off, just like that. It's lovely.
And you have a sauce that doesn't have the nasty peels all through it.
That's right. You have a little
There they are.
pot on the bottom.
Send them down to your disposal.
No, we don't have no,
Okay.
just set them in the corner of the sink. And actually these will be taken out to go in the compost area.
When you said you were coring them, I figured you'd pull out a fancy thing. You're talking about.
No,
By hand.
we do this by hand.
Okay.
It's nothing, so you don't need any fancy kitchen appliances or anything. This is all done by hand. And you pull it right out. And we are done.
Cool.
Now, we will take these, and I just pull them apart like this. Put them in my blender. And we will blend them up into a nice little juice. That's all there is to it. And they've made into juice. We have pureed the tomatoes that we slipped and peeled. I've put them into a heavy pan, set them on the stove, turn it up on medium. So Shauri, we've taken the tomatoes that we processed in the blender, we've poured everything into our big heavy duty pot, and we are going to add 5 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, this 2, 3, 4.
I like my sauce sweet too, so you must really prefer. I've tried the pizza sauces that are just kind of bitter. I really like a sweeter sauce. And what do you have here?
We like a sweeter sauce, and the sugar will, against the acidic of the tomatoes, it blends well. This is my own blend. I used,
Smells so good.
and we can give all the measurements later, but we've used oregano and garlic and onion and cumin and paprika and black powder and some salt and just all basil and just all kinds of fun stuff.
I think she meant black pepper.
What did I say?
Black powder.
I meant black pepper. He'll edit that.
Well, her husband actually does make his own bullets. That's the funny part. So
it goes along with our. So if you want to pour that in,
oh, the whole thing?
pour
That's
everything
a lot.
in.
Can you get a close up of that? Oh, that's a lot of seasonings there. So you're not messing with a mild pizza sauce.
No,
You're going.
I want my pizza sauce
all
to
the way.
have a bite to it. I want it to
Okay.
taste like pizza sauce.
A lot of sauce.
So you're going to add that in. I suggest you use a wooden spoon because a wooden spoon will not react with the ingredients. And you just stir it up like that. And you want to boil it down until it really thickens. And you will be able to smell. You can already see all the seasonings, how they've mixed in. And just keep stirring it. And you want to stir it every so often to make sure it's not sticking on the bottom. But you want to stir it. And then you just want to cook it down for 25 minutes. And then after the 25 minutes, we'll remove it from the stove and we'll start putting it into our jars.
Nice. And what is the cooking? Does the cooking down change the flavor at all?
The
or is
cooking-
it just the
It
thickness?
intenses the flavor, but it takes more of the liquid out because you want, my family and we don't care for a thin pizza sauce. We like a thicker pizza sauce. So I like to cook mine down. If you want a thinner pizza sauce, you know, you don't have to cook it down. Just bring it up to heat, you know, boil it for a minute, and then you can can it.
And I have to say, if you could catch the other episode where Candy made mozzarella cheese, homemade, you'll be able to see how she makes the cheese to go
That's
on
right.
the pizza too. And is this the point where I can just taste it real
You
quick
can.
before it gets too hot?
Would you love to
Just
taste
dive
it?
and taste it. Yes. Just like a little
Just like a little spoon.
teaspoon or something.
Oh,
You know, a
We're gonna
normal
pause.
spoon.
Normal spoon? Well, they're out there.
Ah.
One moment.
She's going to go get me a spoon, so I want to taste it before it's too hot. Oh wow, it looks delicious. It smells even better. So, I'll take a little taste of that. You can see well. And it's not even, yeah. Even before it's cooked down, it's delicious.
Very tasty.
You know, I could eat a bowl of this and call it tomato soup. It's so good.
See how rich and deep it is? See all the spices floating? Can you smell? I wish there was a smell. Can you smell?
This is your fancy scooper.
That's my fancy scooper.
I think my grandmother had these with the orange. Yeah,
And
that is nice. Look at that.
you make it to your family's taste, and you can use it any way you want because it's always available.
And the ingredients are natural. You know what's in it. Leave your comments below. We'd love to hear what you thought of this. And also, I'm sure you're starting to think of ideas of what else you want Candy to show you how to do. Again, it's brought to you by the Dutchman's Store and Candy's Farmhouse Pantry, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Come back anytime. I forgot the lid. We'll do this.
And Candy's gonna go get the lid.
I'm gonna go get the lid. I forgot the lid.